I'm terrified to tell my wife what her sister has been doing. The event that drove me to post here happened 4 days ago, so it's still kind of fresh. For some context, my wife's sister, my sister-in-law 22, is trans, and the entire family has been supportive of her. My wife 28F and I 25F included. This is important. Anyways, my mother's birthday was on the 16th, but since she was away with my dad, we decided to have a birthday party for her at our house on the 23rd. Everybody came, my sister-in-law included. Now, I feel like I should mention this. Anytime that my wife and I have had a get-together with family at our house and her sister came too, she would always dip off away from the gathering and disappear somewhere in the house. She's very introverted at times, so we'd all think that she just went to play with the dogs or watch TV. That's what we thought. But on the night of the 23rd, we were all ushered back inside to light the candles and sing happy birthday to my mom. I said I'd go find my sister-in-law since she again went off somewhere. No big deal. So I walked upstairs and I noticed the door to the master bedroom. It was closed when I thought I had closed it, and the light was on when I thought I turned it off. I saw the light from the space under the door, so I open it, thinking that I was wrong, and I go to turn the light off. Before I could reach the light switch, I saw my sister-in-law standing in my wife's closet trying on her lingerie. She had one of the drawers to her lingerie dresser on the floor, and she had been taking some out, trying it on, and then putting it back. I didn't say anything out loud because I am a pretty intimidating person, so I just made a noise with the door, and she spun around and slammed the closet door. I mustered up the courage to finally say, "My mom's name is ready to sing happy birthday. They're all waiting for you," and stood outside in the hallway until she came out. As I was following her back, that's when it clicked. All of those times where she'd vanished in our house, this is what she was probably doing. I was horrified and sick to my stomach. My wife had clear boundaries about keeping our bedroom off limits, so we've always kept our bedroom door closed. We never thought anything of it. I'm very protective of my wife and her space, and I fought the urge to say something all night, but I never did because I wanted that night to be about my mom. It worked because nobody suspected anything wrong, and the party carried on as planned. Ever since then, my sister-in-law has been texting, apologizing, saying how she's been having a hard time passing and this was her last resort option. This doesn't make sense, since my wife has offered many times to take her shopping and help her, and I've always supported that. My problem now is, after I tell her what happened, what do we do? Where do we go from there? This is clearly a trust issue now, so how do we rebuild that trust with someone we deeply care about? Not necessarily asking for advice, but just getting those inner questions out there.
Here are the top comments.
You tell your wife and then you put a lock on all of the bedroom doors. This is utterly disgusting behavior.
Everybody said tell your wife. That's a given. You should have more loyalty to her than her sister. What I'm saying is, what happens is whatever's gonna happen. She put herself in that situation and created this quandary for you. However your wife takes it is whatever matters most. Is it the mistrust or is it the love of her sister? Nobody wants bad blood, but sometimes it's unavoidable. She knew what she was doing was wrong, and the possibility of multiple offenses, regardless of excuse, is something she has to deal with. The cards have been dealt.